Nithyanandam, and welcome to all the viewers watching us live from the Pacific time zone. It's 4:30 a.m. and it's time for us to begin the Nithyananda Yoga. Let's all sit straight with our head, neck, and spine in the straight line. Close your eyes and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Bring your hands in front of your heart center in the Namaskara Mudra. Take a deep breath and let's chant the Sadguru Vandanam. नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Next is the Shivamula mantra chanting, where we'll be invoking Paramashiva's presence. Now, continue to be seated in a meditative space and visualize Paramashiva in your inner space. And internally, we'll be chanting the Shivamula mantra 11 times as I chant aloud. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. 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 We'll now move to the Tattvachamanam, which is the ritualistic cleansing. Please bring your Panchapatram Nudharni and place it in front of you. Bring your hands into the Gokarna Mudra, bending the index finger to the center of your palm. Cup your palm slightly and pour Nudharni of water into your hand and drink the water at the end of the mantra. Om Atmadattvam Shodayami Swada. Take another Nudharni of water. Om Vidyadattvam Shodayami Swada. Take another Nudharni of water. Om Shivadattvam Shodayami Swada. Now take a Nudharni of water and wash your hands. Now at the base of your right hand thumb, wipe the upper and lower lips from right to left. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Rinse your hands. Next, with the index finger and thumb, with the index, middle, and ring fingers, touch above the upper lip, below the lower lip. Once again, rinse your hands. Next, with the index finger and thumb, touch the right nostril, left nostril. With the ring finger and thumb, touch the right eye, right ear, left ear. Once again, rinse your hands. Next, with the little finger and thumb, touch the navel, the right chest, the left chest, and with all fingertips, touch above the head, right shoulder, left shoulder, and heart center. Once again, wash your hands. Now with this, we'll be moving into the Sankalpa, where we are going to set the conscious resolution. Let's place our right hand on our left hand and place both of your hands on your right thigh. Once again, bring awareness to your posture and start visualizing what you want to set today as your declaration, your visualization to manifest today. Intensely visualize this in your inner space and visualize that manifesting into reality as well. Now, from this space, Sankalpa mantra and set this declaration to the cosmos. Mamo bhata samasta dvaitakshayadvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartam Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartam cha Adhya Purvokta Yevam Gunashesham Asyam Shubhatitau पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त धड़गात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थम परमशिव शक्तियाविष्करणार्थम नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Now take an udhani of water and rinse your hands. Om apaupasprishyam. And with that, we have completed the Tattvachamana, the ritualistic component of the yoga, and now we'll be moving into the asanas and the practice itself. So let's first begin with a quick warm up. Let's all stand up on our yoga mats just to wake our body up, just to prepare our muscles and get us ready. So we'll be starting with the neck. Just start rotating your neck from side to side. Tuck your chin in. Bend your neck down and rotate your neck from side to side. Let's just do about 10 repetitions. Give your neck a nice stretch. If there's any point where you're feeling some sort of discomfort or pain, take a moment to massage that spot. And now let's move to the back half. Once again, bend your neck back. Don't just turn your neck from side to side. Tilt your neck backward. Look up towards the ceiling and massage your neck. And relax. Okay, now we'll be moving to the shoulders. Let's bring our hands to our shoulders. And now just rotate your shoulders. Try to touch your elbows together. Focus on opening the chest as wide as you can. And inhale as you bring your elbows up. Let's reverse directions. Now focus on stretching and expanding the back. Squeeze your elbows together and relax. Let's move to our arms. Just start rotating your arms. Gradually, you're going to increase the speed and straighten your elbows out. Make up the entire upper body with this. And let's go in the reverse direction. And relax. Okay, that's good. Let's now move to the back. Start twisting. You can pull your arms if you want as you do this and just massage your entire back. Twist back as much as you can. And relax. Okay, let's move to the hips. Start rotating your hips nice and wide. Bring awareness to the joints, the lower back. See how they're doing. And now let's switch directions. And now let's move to the knees. Now bring your knees together. Bring your hands to your knees and you can start rotating your knees. Try to go a bit deep, pushing the knees forward. Let's switch directions. Now, slowly open your eyes and let's come down to a seated position to continue with the next sequence of asanas for today. So, we are continuing with the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama. We are in the last phase of the next 200 asanas. So yesterday we concluded with asana number 268 and now we're moving to the next asana, which is Pavana Muktasana. So the next asana we'll be beginning with is Pavana Muktasana. So now in Pavana Muktasana, let's first start with a position where our legs are stretched. Let's all stretch our legs in front of us. Stretch your legs in front of you. And now you're going to pull your legs in, all the way in. Pull your legs all the way in and hug your legs. So the main focus in this asana, you're going to keep your back straight. And the main focus you're going to be doing is to pull your stomach in, all the way in towards your body and squeeze your stomach. This is the main focus of the asana. Okay, so along with this, the components that we are going to be performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Moola Bandha, Sahaja Kumbhaka. Gaze forward and visualize the Vata, the wind energy, is leaving and exiting your system. So that is the visualization. Now be chanting the Shastra Pramana. Pavana Muktasana द्वयोस्तु पादयो पाणिं लाब्ध्वा स्वस्थनितम्बके जानुनी वक्षसि सिद्धिर्भद्रकी भ्रामती करबन्धनैः एवं विधास्थिते यत्र तत्र वायुमुक्तासनं भवेदेन वातशुद्धि मलस्था वायुमर्धनम्. Now we move to the next asana, which is Chakorasana. So the next asana is Chakorasana. Now in Chakorasana, we are going to once again start with our legs stretched. So keeping your legs in a stretched position, we are now going to bring one leg behind the head and then keeping your hands on the ground, you're going to lift your body up. So I'll just demonstrate this for all of you to see once and then we can all try to perform the asana. So from a seated position, you're going to bring one leg, take it behind your head and then leaning back slightly, you're going to lift the opposite leg. Oops, sorry. Yes. So this is Chakorasana. Let's all give the asana a try now. So there's two components to this. One is the First, which is bringing the leg behind the head. So the first component you're going to focus on is bringing your leg behind the head. So let's give that a try now. So take your leg and lift it up towards your chest and pull your legs towards your chest. Focus on pulling the legs towards the chest. So once you're able to pull your legs towards your chest, then bring your legs up towards the head and pull your legs up there. And then the next step is bringing the leg to the head and behind the head. So in this asana, the second part of the asana is the lifting the body up on the hands. So we're going to also try that part now. So now what you want to do is, even wherever your body is, wherever your leg is, if you're able to lift your leg only this much, you're able to lift your leg onto the shoulder, that's fine. Wherever you're able to lift your leg, keeping your leg there, stretch the opposite leg, lift the hips off the ground and try to kick this leg also up. So for this you will require the core strength. So try to lift your legs as high as you can. So you can try both variations of the asana. So let's give it a try now, along with the components as well. So in this asana, we are performing the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze towards the third eye. The japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. And visualize yourself embodying the sense of balance of the prestige, harmonizing the body, mind, and spirit in a peaceful unity. This is Chakorasana. Purvatanam chadushpadam vajrasanam tatha chakorakrauncha shalabham bhujangamapi vrishtikam. And now we move to the next asana, which is Dhanurasana Dve. So in Dhanurasana Dve, we are going to be starting with our legs stretched once again. And now one hand. So let's start with the right hand itself. So the right hand is going to hold the right toe, and the left hand is going to hold the left toe, and you're going to pull the legs up close to you and towards the ears. So this is the bow. You're pulling, for example, you're going to visualize that you're pulling a bowstring with the arrow all the way to your ears. The more you're able to keep your knees in, the better the asana. But it'll also make it a little bit more challenging. So give it your try. Let's all perform the Dhanurasana. So along with the asana, the components that we are going to perform are Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze forward and visualize Shiva's bow, that you are Shiva's bow. पादाङ्गुष्ठौ तु पाणिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि धनुराकर्षकाकष्टं धनुरासनमीरितम्. Now move to the next asana, which is the Ashtavakrasana. So in Ashtavakrasana, we are now going to start once again with our legs stretched. So this time the first step is, let's bring our left leg up and place it on the left shoulder. And then take your right leg and place it on top of the left. So let's all come into this position first. Your hands should not slip. So your legs should not slip down from the hands. So now once you come to this position, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to stretch your legs to the side as much as you can, but without the leg coming off. If you notice, my leg is still on top of my hand. I have not removed my leg from the hand. My leg has not fallen off. My leg is on the shoulders, so it is nice and tight. And I'm also squeezing my arm with the leg. It's not just I'm just keeping my leg. If I just keep my leg, it's only going to slip. So I'm going to keep my leg and I'm going to press my leg on my hand. Like my thighs and calves are going to hold on to the arm. And now I'm going to stretch my legs to the side and lean forward and down. And once I'm here, I'm going to lift my body off the ground. This is Ashtavakrasana. Let's all give it a try. Try to perform the asana. Let's also look at the components. The components we are performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahajakumbhaka, Mulabandha, gaze forward, and visualize Sage Ashtavakra, the great sage who was just a boy of 9 who was able to win the greatest scholars of his kingdom. We'll be chanting the Shastra Pramana now. Vashishtamatakauндhinyam urdhapukkutameva cha ashtavakramadotanam mayuram setu bandhanam. Now move to the next asana, which is Pranasana. So in Pranasana, we are going to be starting with first you're going to start with your legs stretched once again. And now bring the right leg onto the left thigh. And then raise the left knee up. And you're going to bring the right knee to the ground. And place the right hand on the right knee. Your left hand is going to go underneath the left leg and come to the side. So this is a bit simple. The only thing is the hips. You want to focus on moving your chest forward, moving your hips in. This is Pranasana. So along with this asana, the components we are going to be performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahajakumbhaka, Mulabandha, gaze to the third eye, and chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. The visualization is of immortality. Visualize yourself as immortal, just being able to live by breathing alone. Etat pravedam vakshami karoti yasya samaraha ekapadamuro bhadva stantenya padarakshanam etat pranasanam nama sarvasiddhi pradayakam Vayumule समारोप्य ध्यात्वा आकुञ्च्यते प्रकाशत्ते. Now we move to the next asana, which is Parshvamatsendrasana. So now in Parshvamatsendrasana, we are going to sit with our legs stretched. And now tuck your left heel under the hip and place your right foot outside of the left thigh. So basically, I'm going to bring the left foot to the hip and the right foot outside of the thigh. Now you're going to turn outside of the right leg. And you're now going to bring your hand around the knee. Around the knee, and with the opposite arm, you're going to interlace your fingers behind. So not from inside, but around the outer leg. So over here, the main important thing that you can focus on trying to do is bringing the arm behind. So if you just try to bring your arm outside of the knee and try to bring it, you won't be able to, even if you turn your fingers, your palm backward. What you need to do is rotate the entire shoulder. So you want to focus on rotating the shoulder forward. Only then your arm is going to go behind. For example, if you had to do this, you're just bringing your arm behind. But for this, you're having to rotate your shoulders forward so that your elbows also turn forward and your hands go backward. So push your shoulders forward and bring the hands behind the back. So in this asana, the components that we are going to be performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze towards the third eye. The japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and visualize Matsyendranath, the master of the Hatha Yoga. Vamo Rumula Deshecha. Vamo Rumula Pita Dikshapto Jan or Bahirveshta Daksha Dorna Pragrihya Tishtet Parivirta Shri Matsyendranato Dhikamasanam Syat. Now move to the next asana, which is Chakorasana on the opposite side. So let's all try to perform Chakorasana on the opposite side. Now stretch your legs once again, and this time pull your right leg towards you. Pull your right legs towards your chest and bring your leg behind the head. Once you have pulled your leg as much as you can, let's stay there for a few moments, like about 60 seconds. Just hold that position. And after that, you can focus on trying to lift the legs off the ground. So focus on both aspects. So along with this asana, the components that we're going to be performing are the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaja Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, gaze to the third eye. The japa is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, and visualize pure energy flowing through you. We'll be chanting the Shastra Pramana now. Purvatanam Chadushpadam Pitam Vajrasanam Tata Chakorakrauncha Shalabham Bhujangamapi Vrishtikam. We now move to the next asana, which is Dhanurasana Dve. Now once again, let's stretch our legs forward, and this time holding your left leg. Pull the right leg towards your ear. Hold the left leg. If you're not able to hold your toes, at least hold your shin and focus on pulling your leg behind as much as you can and bring the legs to the ears. In this asana, we are going to visualize ourselves as Paramashiva's bow. Padangushtav tu panibhyam grihitva shravanavati dhanurakarshakakashtam dhanurasana miritam. Now move to the next asana, which is Ashtavakrasana. Once again, stretch your legs to the side and lift your body. So in this asana, we are going to visualize ourselves in our inner space as Ashtavakra, the great sage. Vashishtamata kaundinyam urdhavakutam evacha ashtavakramatottanam mayuram setu bandhanam. We now move to the next asana, which is Pranasana. So now in Pranasana, once again stretch your legs forward. This time let's place our left leg on the right thigh and bend the right knee and bring your right hand inside underneath the right leg, and bring it to the side of the right leg. Left hand on the left knee. So in this asana, we are going to visualize ourselves as being eternal and immortal, just living with the energy from the air. Etat prabhedam vakshami karoti yassa chamaraha ekapadamaro bhadva skandenyat padarakshanat etat pranasanam nama sarvasiddhi pradayakam vayamule samaropya dhyatva akunchyate prakasharet. Now we move to Parshvamatsendrasana. This time let's bring our right leg to the left heel and place your left leg outside of the right knee. Then turn outside of the left leg and wrap your right hand around the left leg, and interlace your fingers, both of your hands, behind the back. So this is Parshvamatsendrasana. So in this asana, visualize the great sage Matsyendranatha. Vayumule Pidakapado Janvor Bahirveshta Daksha Dorna Pragrihya Tishtet Parivarta Tangha Srimatsyendranato Ditamasanam Syat. Now move to the next asana, which is Ardha Paschimottanasana. So in Ardha Paschimottanasana, we are going to stretch both of our legs forward, and let's start with our right leg. Bend your left leg in, keep your right leg stretched, and now you're going to lean forward and down and touch the right toe with your right hand and bring the forehead to the right knee. This is Ardha Paschimottanasana. So in this asana, the components we are performing are the Vaishnavi Mudra, Jiva Chalakumbhaka, Mahamudra Bandha. Gaze forward and visualize the flexibility happening in you. Ekam padam prasarya ekam padasya pashni shivani sampidhya. Now move to the next asana, which is Kraunchasana. So in Kraunchasana, we're going to keep your right leg straight. We're just going to bend the left leg in to the side, and holding your right foot, you're going to raise your right foot up. This is Kraunchasana. So in Kraunchasana, the components you are performing are the Vaishnavi Mudra, Jiva Chalakumbhaka, Moola Bandha, gaze forward, and the visualization is of a crane in your inner space. Vashishtamata Kauntinyam Urvakukkutameva cha Ashtavakramatottanam Mayuram Setu Bandhanam. Now move to the next asana, which is Ardha Paschimottanasana on the opposite side. So this time, once again, stretch your legs, bring your left leg straight, bend your right leg in, and lean forward and down, bringing the forehead to the left knee. Ekam padam prasarya ekam padasya pashni shivani sampidhya. We now move to the next asana, which is Kraunchasana on the opposite side. Now let's bend the right leg outward and visualize a crane in your inner space. A crane bird in your inner space. Vashishtamada Kaundinyam Urdhakukkutameva cha Ashtavakramatottanam Mayuram Setu Bandhanam Uttanapadam Krauncham cha Marichim Veerabhadrakam Natarajam Trikonam cha Suptangushta Prasadane. Now we move to the next asana, which is Swastikasana. So in Swastikasana, you're going to sit in a cross-legged position, bringing your feet in between of the gaps of the the calf and thighs. So that is the Swastikasana. So first you can put one leg in between of the gap of one leg and then pull the opposite leg in. So this is Swastikasana. Keep your hands on your knees and visualize prosperity. Janvontare samyak kritva padatale ubhe rijugaya samasena swastikam tat prachakshate. Now move to Ghorakshasana. In Ghorakshasana, continue to be seated in the same position and just cover the ankles. Cover your ankles with your hand. This is Ghorakshasana. So in this asana, we are going to visualize being a cowherd in our inner space. Janvontare pado uttano vyakta samstito gulpat chachadya hastabhyam uttabhyam pari prayatnataha. Now move to the next asana, which is Bhagasana Dve. So in Bhagasana Dve, we are going to sit with the left heel pressed against the perineum and the right foot is on the opposite thigh. Bring the fingers and we are going to perform the Shambhavi Mudra, bringing the little finger and ring finger closing the lips, the middle finger closes the nose, the index finger closes the eyes, and the thumbs close the ear. So let's perform Bhagasana. Take a deep breath and lock all of your senses in Bhagasana. Vamapadangriyugalam स्थाप्य दक्ष्यांघ्रिं वामजगने मध्ये मन्तरा जङ्गाग् अङ्गुष्ठाम् आसनादृष्ट कर्मात् स्थितिः. Now we move to the next asana, which is Yogasana Dve. In Yogasana Dve, we are going to enter into the lotus pose, crossing the legs onto opposite thighs. Rest your hands upward on your knees, bringing them into the Bindu Mudra. Gaze steadily and bring the gaze to the tip of the nose. Keep the back straight. So in this asana, we are visualizing the complete union with the cosmos. Uttano charano kritva samstapyopari januna asanopari samstapya chotanam karayugmakam. Now move to the next asana, which is Urdhva Kukkutasana. So in the same seated position that we are in now press your hands on the ground and lift your upper body off the ground. This is Urdhva Kukkutasana, and in this asana, visualize a rooster in your inner space. That's all. Perform Urdhva Kukkutasana. Lift your body up. Vashishtamata kaundhinyam Urdhva Kukkutameva cha Ashtavakramato Hayuram Setu Bandhanam. Now move to the next asana, which is Siddha Haratali Asana. So in Siddha Haratali Asana, you're now going to insert your hands in between of your feet. Bring your hands in between the feet and keep your hands pressed down. This is Siddha Haratali Asana. Don't lift the body up. प्रथम पद्मासन को करे हस्तदो उगोड़ासन दिदरे उबे हथेली भूदरे राके पोछा घोड़ासन दिमे धरे. Now move to the next asana, which is Hamsasana. So now in Hamsasana, continue to be seated in Padmasana. We're going to now lift the legs up and push the body into the air. This is Hamsasana. So in Hamsasana, visualize a swan in a space. Kukkuta asana sthitva skandapariyantam uro nihitva tishtet Hamsasanam bhavati. So in this asana, the only difference between this and the Kukkuta asana is that you're going to bring your arms or legs all the way up to the shoulders. Now moving to the next asana, we are performing the Karmukasana. So moving to the next asana, which is Karmukasana. So now what we are going to do is we are going to first get into Padmasana, but bringing our legs even more inward. So bring your legs all the way in. Now you're going to catch your opposite feet from behind. This is Karmukasana, the bow pose. In this asana, we are visualizing ourselves as the bow of Paramashiva. प्रथमे पद्मासन को करे घोड़ा संधिमा हिले धरे तरादुषकर दो आने कोन्या upari sandile tane. Now moving to the next asana, which is Karmakasana Dve. So in Karmakasana Dve, let's place the left hand on the left knee and going to massage the right toe and then pull it backwards and then do the same on the opposite side. This is Kurmasana Dve. So in this asana, visualize a tortoise in your inner space. Bhami janga paridakshina pave, dachina janga paribhame yave. Now move to the next asana, which is the Granthi Vedasana. So in Granthi Vedasana, we're now going to insert our hands in between of the legs and you're now going to bring your hands towards the neck. This is the Granthi Vedasana. So visualize you're sitting in Paramashiva's secret knot posture in your inner space. This is the Granthi Vedasana. That's all. Try to perform Granthi Vedasana. Pull your legs as in as possible. Atavakshe Neelakhanta Granthi Vedasanam Shubham Nyatva Rudro Bhavet Kshiptam Sukshma Vayu Niveshainat. We now move to the next asana, which is Uttana Kurmasana. So in Uttana Kurmasana, you're going to be performing the same asana, but just roll over onto the back. So to make it easier for you to perform the Padmasana, what you can do is first put one leg all the way up and then bring the second leg onto the leg, opposite leg as you're already up, and then you can try to perform the asana. This will make it much easier. So instead of performing Padmasana and then inserting your hands, you can try this method as well. Kukkutasana Vadvakar Bandham Darat Kandharam Pitham Kurmavad Uttanam Uttana Kurmakam. Now we move to next asana, which is Pangu Kukkutasana. So in Pangu Kukkutasana, we are going to once again come back to a seated position. Bring your legs into Padmasana and place your right hand on the ground. Place the left hand around the wrist of the right hand. You're going to lift your body up and balance on one arm. This is Pangu Kukkutasana. Now in your inner space, visualize a rooster in Pangu Kukkutasana. Let's all give it a try. Kukkutasane stitva ekena hastena anyasya manibandham dhritva hastatalena bhumim vishtambhya tishthet Pangu Kukkutam bhavati. Let's also perform Pangu Kukkutasana on the opposite side. Place your left hand on the ground now. Hold your left hand with the right and lift your body up. This is Pangu Kukkutasana. Kukkutasane stitva ekena hastena anyasya bhanibandham dhritva hastatalena bhumim vishtambha tishthet Pangu Kukkutam bhavati. Now continue to be seated in Padmasana and rest your elbows on the feet and rest your chin in your hands. This is Gridrasana. So in this asana, visualize a vulture in your inner space. एतस्य अङ्गुष्ठयोर्मूले कूर्परे समानिवेशयेत् परिवृत्तकौ करौ स्पृष्ट्वा अङ्गुलीतलगोपितः. Now move to the next asana, which is Padmasana Trini. In Padmasana Trini, continue to be seated in Padmasana. We are going to place our hands one on top of each other. This is the Padmasana Trini. So in this asana, visualize a lotus inner space. Uttana Ucharano Vidharya Vidivat Shakti Sthitau Yogirat Uttana Swakarau Cha Shakti Yugale Antare Siddhau Kritva Samau. Now move to the next asana, which is Padmasana Chatwari. So in Padmasana Chatwari, you're going to just place the hands on the respective knees. This is Padmasana Chatwari. Etat Padmasanam Kuryat Pranavayu Prasiddhayet Shubhasanam Sada Dhyayet Purayitva Punah Punaha. And now we move to the last asana of the sequence, which is Karmukasana Dve. So in Karmukasana Dve, we are continuing to sit in Padmasana and bring the hand to bring your left hand to your left knee, hold your toe and rotate your toe and pull your toe backwards as much as you can, and then perform the same on the opposite side. First rotate your toes and then pull it backwards. This is Karmukasana Dve. Visualize being the bow of Paramashiva. Atanyadasanam vakshe yogapuraka rakshanat kritva padmasana padau angushta jhangayor stitau. And now we move to the final asana of the sequence, which is Shavasana. Now please lay down on your back. Completely relax your body, stretch your legs, lay down and completely relax the entire body. Intensely unclench. Now, come back to your body. Bring awareness to your legs and hands. Move your hands and toes. Bend your chest. Wrap your legs and rock from side to side. And now, raise up slowly into a comfortable seated position. If you're having a partner next to you and they're still in the state of samadhi, please give them a gentle touch and request them to come back. So, with that, we'll now be moving into the final step of the yoga, which is our Sandhya Vandana Pranayama. We are going to be performing the pranayama just for the next few minutes. Let's start with this first step, which is the Nadi Shodhana. Inhale and exhale intensely, where you're going to inhale from the left nostril, exhale from the right nostril, inhale through the right nostril, and exhale through the left nostril. Let's begin. Sit straight, keep your chest open so you're able to pull as much prana into your lungs as possible. The main focus of this entire pranayama is to push as much prana into our body as possible to make our entire day much more productive. Let's keep going. and relax. Now we'll be moving to the next step, which is the Bhastrika Pranayama, the intense exhalation. You're going to push your stomach in and exhale forcefully. Don't worry about the inhalation, just focus on the forceful exhalation. Let's begin. Intensely, just exhale. Once again, sit straight, keep your back straight, keep your chest forward so you can push the prana through the body intensely. Let's begin. Relax. Stop breathing forcefully. Settle the breath. Just bring your hands to your shoulder and just rotate your shoulders, allowing the breath to relax. Let's switch directions. and relax. So with this, we come to the end of today's Nithyananda Yoga, and will now be moving to the final conclusion with the Purna Mantra. Let's all sit straight, bring our hands together in front of our heart center, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let's chant the Purna Mantra. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत्श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवपादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्. Thank you all, and we'll be joining back tomorrow once again. Nithyanandam.